Yeah. So first quarter, so guys looked super tired, coming off a back-to-back. Miami was also coming off back-to-back, but they had Jimmy and PJ rested. What I noticed of the first quarter was the offensive game plan was go at Duncan Robinson.
It's usually a good game
he hit
plan.
his first three. I think that was the first points of the game. He hit the first.
But when we're on offense, the plan was expose his defense.
Oh,
He's
yes. Dude.
So we had guys switching on the entire game. Pascal was
Every single time. Gary Pascal,
too.
anybody. Like,
he couldn't hold anyone.
Could not.
Scotty even went out a few times.
Yeah, Scotty. Big time.
But then our defense was not good though. First quarter again, the guys was tired though, but we just seemed like a step slow. The help defense is real slow, and just the interior.
Bam
defense.
Adebayo, man, just exposed us with so many
times,
man.
No,
Hey, man, not until someone got put on him though.
No, yeah, you'll get
it. Yeah.
But
yeah, he was because he was really bad in that. Well, not bad, but he didn't really impact the game in that first matchup.
Yeah, but then this game, he was literally just, he had 10 drives straight to the middle, uncontested.
I think he realized Scotty Barnes is a lot skinnier than I am, and I can kind of just put him in the rim.
Yeah, I'm much more skinnier than you are. I was like, easy dog. Yeah, Scotty's a lot skinnier than me, so
yeah. Scotty's got
that would be a
small
worry.
bean, you
That
know?
would be a worry if he was an NBA player.
Why do we draft this guy?
Miami was kind of taking ass in the first half, to be honest, on offense. What really kept us in the game was Gary's shot making in this first half. He had in the first half 17 points on 7 for 12 shooting, 3 for 6 from 3.
Honestly, they weren't really even respecting him very much from 3 to begin this game. It only was only the second quarter when they kind of started to realize, like, we can't really leave him
He had
open.
one or two really open looks.
Yeah. And he hit them.
Yep.
Like, it's just like,
I mean, he's 30 points in 5 straight games.
Yeah, which is unbelievable. And I hope we can, I don't care if he scores 30 points per game. Like, I do, it's great, but like, we all are going to sit here and say that is not sustainable unless you're Stephen Curry or Klay Thompson, right? So, I'm hoping that we can get Gary.
Speaking
Give me 18,
Curry.
give me 19 a game.
Yeah,
That's what he gives us
honestly,
right now.
I think that's what he's doing.
More than that, to be honest. I think maybe 22
I think
points.
by next year, the year after, he can get to 22 points a game.
Totally.
I
I think so.
Depending
for
on
sure.
usage and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, like
and
we talked
also
before,
what our roster's looking like.
Yeah, but also we talked this before. If Gary's doing what he is now, his entire career at the Raptors, I'm happy.
He's gonna make so
totally.
much. He's gonna make so much money if this is what he does for his whole career. I mean, it's impossible to keep up the rate he's shooting at right now.
I just mean the season overall, not the past 5 games.
Yeah.
But Gary Trent Jr. is in company with
Give me a
guys.
Gary stat.
Give me Gary stat. Gary comes in. It's like, what's up, guys?
Got all statistics.
Gary is in company with Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, and I think Kyrie Irving.
I posted it on our story. I posted something.
Yeah,
on
I
there.
No, it wasn't that one. It was a different one.
I screenshot
But he's in company with Steph, Dame, and I think Kyrie as
it's Harden.
Oh, Harden. Okay, there it is. Yeah. The only players in NBA history with the 30+ points and 5+ threes in 5 straight games.
Wow.
That's such a weird.
That is
Steph Curry, James Harden, Dame, Gary Trent
Jr. Yeah, but hey, I mean, he is 23 years old, and that's it's pretty remarkable to see, him performing at such a high level at such a young age. And I really got to say, it's because of his usage. It's because we play him. You know what I mean?
And also because his usage isn't too high. And he doesn't have to go out. He can just play like Gary Trent Jr.
And the
he's
nice
being
thing
real efficient with his shots.
Exactly. And the nice thing about his game too is that he can literally score 8 points in 5 minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is super realistic. And to have that coming in, it really throws off defenses because you can sub him off. And I didn't know if he was going to hit his 30-point mark because he was at 25 points in the fourth quarter of that Miami game. Yeah. And I was like, and then he didn't sub on until about 5 minutes. And I was like, oh, damn, I don't really even get a chance to score. And then he ends up scoring 33 points by the end of that game, which is unbelievable. And to get him to 30, past 30 points, he hit a 3 for it too. Yeah. So I'm like, it's super classic. But
classic.
The thing is about what my point is about that is that it throws off defenses because you can a defense will spend the first half, if not more of a quarter, adjusting to Pascal and Fred. And then you throw Gary in the mix, and now this guy's shooting from the outside, and it's
And
like,
even
well,
OG will have like a good game. And
exactly. And then it's just the defenses are just like, well, god damn it, who do we guard?
That's so dangerous about I think our starting lineup is so good, but it's got me to bench so bad because I just imagine these guys rested all the time, the starters.
Yeah, they had legs and
Yeah, like
they're
imagine
doing this without legs.
exactly. Like imagine Pascal only needing to play like the first 4 minutes of the first quarter. You know what I mean? And then we can just sub on our bench and
Dude, like we just beat Miami while beating Atlanta the day before, who's been playing really well recently, while just coming off of a triple overtime game against the leading team in the Eastern Conference.
100%. I mean, Miami has been not playing as well as of recently.
That's because we beat them 3 times.
Yeah.
2 and 3 times in a row.
Exactly.
Before that, they were killing it until they played us in triple overtime.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought they were doing I thought they had like a little bit of a downturn before that.
No, they were number 1 in the East at that time.
Interesting.
And they just got there. Now
But
they're
it is interesting though because they have won a lot of really, really good and important games against great teams, and to see us perform so well against them, like one of the biggest things was that Miami did not want to lose to us again. Like look
that's why they didn't play Jimmy Butler.
100%. And like look at the advantages they have. They're going to play Toronto at home in a court that has no one there.
Drake's there.
Yeah,
Hello.
like who's Drake? Like Drake? Like, you know what I'm saying? But for real though, like I mean, to be honest, I don't really know if this is. It's not an advantage for the Raptors to have an empty stadium. Like it's just not.
no,
like
it's almost like a neutral court.
It is a neutral
The
court.
whole point of home advantage is to have the fans on your side.
Absolutely. And for us to be again just so tired from playing our guys, like not only did we come off a game where we played the most minutes out of a starting 5 in NBA history, and then going into the next game, winning that next game, while also playing our guys like
we snapped
45.
Atlanta's 7-game winning streak.
What's that?
Atlanta has 7-game winning streak, and we snapped it.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't play Trae Young, but at the same
still,
time.
that's still a really good game.
Yeah, we'll forget about that.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a different story if Trey played, but we'll forget about that.
I think Fred would locked him up, but
Yeah.
relatively.
We would have found an answer for him.
I think so.
But,
anyway, let's get into the second half
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
This
You would actually know.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Fresh Prince of Dead Air.
What?
Wait.
Where'd you cover that?
I don't know. I heard it. I
Dang.
think I heard it on some podcast or
Dang,
some Reddit
Shelby.
post or something.
Yeah. Reddit boy.
Look at you, little Redditor. You Redditor.
Little Goose is wedded? Okay.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, I'm working on my demonic possession.
You're doing really good.
Thanks.
People listening are like, what
Okay,
the
we're gonna have to cut this.
No, it's fine.
There's like those random noises. Like, there's no context at all if you're listening.
That's the fun. Okay, anyway, second half.
Second half?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
All right. We came out kind of flat looking, but luckily for us, we have a guy named Fred VanVleet in our team. And he went on an 11-0 run by himself straight out of the gate by hitting 3 threes and 2 free throws. And then Fred missed that last free throw, and Pascal got the O board and put it back. So
That's another thing also
way
we
to start.
should mention is free throws are still sucking.
I think that's a product of the fatigue a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if it was just Pascal missing them, that'd be one thing. But it's like Fred's missing them. Gary missed a bunch in
Gary
this
missed
game.
a bunch. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though. At the same time, he's like it's a free throw. And
yeah,
like,
no, it's the most
these
controlled
are
shot in basketball. You have no one around you.
Historically good free throw. Like these guys have all been good free throw shooters throughout their careers.
Yeah.
They're just missing.
maybe it's just because they're playing 40 minutes.
Yeah,
a
I think
game
that's probably
and
what
their
it is.
legs are dead.
Really?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
really?
sounds
Okay.
kind of sus.
What are you doing?
I don't know, man. I'm just vibing.
What are you doing, bro? Like, what? You're just so unprofessional right now. God. You're not going to get anywhere like this, you know?
Yeah, right. If we post this as like a separate like video, I'd be like, what the fuck?
So, a big thing I want to talk about actually is what do you guys think of the offensive fouls in this game? because I thought they were so many, and I'm kind of tired of
There
all
was-
these fouls. 'Cause
man,
I don't understand why
The
it's a
third
thing.
quarter of this game was the story of fouls, man, by both teams. Constant, just repetitive fouls, man. Bam was fouling a shit ton.
I don't understand the whole. If the it's like if the offensive guy is stronger than the defensive guy wins the battle.
Yeah, like Pascal gets screwed over so many times on. He just spins into the guy. He's not extending.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the defense, like it's such a scam. Like
He's just spinning into space.
and the guy,
Yeah.
it's obviously a flop every
Yeah.
time. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I feel like they should really change
It's
that.
not.
'Cause
It's not Pascal's fault that he's 6'9", 250, and Gabe Vincent 6'2".
Yeah.
like that's not his fault.
That should not be an
he knocked him
offensive
over.
foul.
Exactly. No, I remember that. Was that when like Gabe fell over? Pascal was like kind of
Yeah, I
like
don't-
pushed him or whatever.
Yeah, when he spun into the lane. And,
Yeah,
I
that-
don't even know if it was
yeah.
Gabe Vincent, but it was maybe PJ. I forget. But.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, maybe it was
Damn,
PJ.
that-
Yeah, but I can't remember. But anyways,
This quarter had 10 fouls for Miami and 7 for Toronto.
yeah,
Holy
like what
shit.
is this, man? A constant stopping of the game.
Yeah,
like
no one's here for that.
yeah, no one wants to watch
No.
this. It's just, and a bunch of it, like you said, were calls. A lot of them should have been no calls. Like a lot of them,
Yeah.
There were a lot of calls in this game where I was like, really, like
I think that'd be a better way. Just if that like if it's the guy's flopping trying an offensive foul, get rid of that and just don't call anything. Like
Yeah.
I'm so tired of that. It's not a real basketball.
No,
Well,
and
it just
it's
sets a
unfair to the
precedent.
offensive. Like, there's no way Pascal can avoid, say, spinning and hitting it, and just not like. How can he avoid
like,
that?
if
do
he's-
his move more fair, like I don't,
if he drives through the lane, like if he gets past his defender and goes through the lane, and like PJ Tucker just comes over and just goes like this, it's
Yeah.
it's a foul on Pascal.
Yeah.
It's like Pascal's going a wide open layup, and all of a sudden PJ Tucker's like,
and then they'll be like, oh, he lowered his shoulder. It's like,
it's like,
But that's
my
a-
guy, it's
that's
a
what
motion.
like you're bracing for some contact,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, if you're let's just say this, okay, so
Let's do it.
So let's just say this, okay? So Pascal does that exact same drive on Bam Adebayo, slightly lowers his shoulder.
Probably an
Bam,
N1.
yeah, Bam's gonna take that contact, right? Whereas and no one's gonna say anything about it. If it's not gonna be a foul on Bam, it's gonna be a no call.
Yeah.
Right? It's just me an aggressive move. But that exact same move with the exact same force on a player like PJ Tucker or Gabe Vincent, like knocks them on their ass, and that's an offensive foul. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you're telling me so I should brace for impact and contact on some players, but other players when I'm like, you know, in a full transition mode, ready to score and go to the basket, that if I, you know, maybe slightly lower my shoulder to brace for any sort of contact, like a normal person would, like there's just reactive instinct that you're gonna call that an offensive foul. Like it seems like, you know, it doesn't seem fair. Like it doesn't
no,
really
It's a weird one.
exactly, especially when, you know, you can't help the fact that people are gonna drive to the basket. Like
Yeah.
you just and honestly, they were calling some of those calls on Miami too, and it
Yeah.
was just like, dude, what is this?
I just don't like seeing it anymore.
Yeah, I hate it.
It kills the game a little
Yeah.
bit. It kills the vibe. In this quarter, because our defense in the first half wasn't that intense, but it picked up in the second half. The help defense was still really shaky though. Guys were getting inside.
Yeah,
and nobody's
man.
coming over.
I think
So
that's-
many like
that's-
easy backdoor
That's
cuts and like
fatigue for me because when you're tired, you like the
I think-
backdoor
I think-
cut.
yeah, it's like
you
mental
forget about the
fatigue.
back
And
door.
I think
Yeah.
like I kept forgetting. I was watching this game like, how the hell are you getting back cut? Like I was getting all that
Yeah.
OG,
And OG and
then
Scotty
and OG
too, yeah.
got blown by PJ. And I'm like, well, they've kind of just played like an insane stretch of games and they're on a back to back, and
then
they
also-
flew overnight.
Also
and-
with Miami too.
Like, look at us sitting here in our ivory towers, like, you know,
Yeah.
like, why are you letting in this backdoor cut? And
Yeah.
it's like, you know what I mean?
Like,
They're
I
like,
played
every time they get
500
on the
minutes
bench,
of-
they're like,
I think also with Miami, it's a little tougher too because there's so many shooters. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's like you're kind of like, oh god, should I help or not?
Yeah.
Because then if you help, they're gonna pick over
Yeah.
Duncan Robinson or PJ Tucker, or Tyler Hero in the corner.
yeah.
And it's a bucket.
Yeah, in the moment I was more like upset, but now that I've like looked back and like kind of realized the context for it, I've been like,
Same as like Braden
It-
Windows.
Yeah.
because like a lot of these guys have been great. The only guys that have like out of the starting five that struggle with the backdoor cuts is a guy like Scotty and then Gary sometimes. But like
Even
a guy like OG
sometimes.
and Pascal, but like not even like OG and Pascal getting back cut. I'm gonna chalk that one up to fatigue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this was in the third quarter, but do we want to talk about OG's massive
fourth-
dunk?
it was
that
fourth
was
quarter. We'll
fourth-
get there.
oh,
We'll
my
get
God,
there.
My God. Oh, my bad.
It is your bad, but it's okay. Gary shot making again, man.
We got about a
Huge
half
for this
an
game.
hour
we gotta
left, so we should
Yeah,
probably,
almost done here. Gary shot making was huge, and it was a really cool play to close this quarter. Fred had the ball, and they had OG inside, and everybody else lined up. It looked like a football thing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And then there's like 3 screen sets, and everybody's charged in.
So
And
weird.
it ended with a Precious putback dunk. So
That
it
was the
worked.
game plan.
Yeah.
Off the glass pass from
Yeah,
Gary to the Precious.
That's
slam.
exactly what it was. Yeah.
Wait a second. That was OG.
No, it was Gary missed it.
Yeah, Gary missed the finger roll, and then
Wait, maybe we're talking about. Oh, maybe I think I'm talking about the last play of the game or
No,
something.
It was
no,
at
no,
the end of the third.
That was at the end of the third. Where OG, when they hit him.
No,
I thought that
no,
was at
no,
the end of
no,
the game.
No,
Gary-
like when they did the football play, and then
No,
Precious flew
you're
in.
thinking of the inbound play where he
Yeah.
lobbed it to OG.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
my
was- I'm
bad.
not talking about that.
Oh, okay.
And then so we get into the fourth quarter here, and Miami's trying to come back, but our defense is not letting them. Jimmy wasn't getting
We did
much
lock up.
going. Tyler Hero wasn't getting much going, and when they're not getting much going, no one else really is. Bam was getting some points for them. He had a good game, 32 points. But they came back at one point.
Bunch of
For
threes.
some poor defensive possessions out of a timeout. But then Gary had back-to-back step-back threes
Tough.
to give us the lead again.
One of them may have been an offensive foul, but
no, PJ flopped so hard,
Yeah.
man.
he did.
No chance. No chance.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Yeah, no.
they didn't call it though, so
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
PJ's not going.
Gary's got a way of getting away with that little push. Like,
And-
he
and-
likes
But he
to do
did,
that.
he did this, and PJ went 15
But,
feet. In the floor.
uh,
I'm not going to call that either.
can't guard Gary.
He's way too slow.
Every time they got a switch, Gary was like, "Oh, let me get him."
PJ's a great help defender, but he's not a good
I think
Yeah.
every Raptor when they
He's
saw
too slow, man. He's 36 years
every
old.
whenever every Raptor when they saw
bald.
PJ on them, they were just
He
like
actually
licking,
has hair. He just doesn't grow it out.
they were like licking their chops when any Raptor had PJ on him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
every single guy was going at him.
If it was PJ or Duncan, they were like,
Yeah.
"Let me get to work."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we see OG Anunoby posterize Jimmy Butler.
That was
Balls
a
in the
wild.
face.
What
How
a
was that
dunk.
not an N1, bro?
Dude,
I don't know. He literally did this
He,
to his
dude,
body.
and that's the
jumped
thing.
up. They
That was,
collided in midair, and then OG went boom right down on him. Like
that's a crazy dunk. Let me tell you this
Or sorry,
right now.
Wait, that happened before Gary's back-to-back threes. My bad, but yeah, anyway.
That was a crazy dunk. And I'm going to say this right now. You'll never see that on Bleacher Report. You'll never see that on
did
House
not
of
see it on social
Highlights.
media,
You'll
period.
never see it on
let me
NBA
see.
on the NBA Instagram account.
I didn't see it on social media,
And
period.
but yo, let me tell you this though. If Ja did that, all over social
Anytime Ja
media,
does
bro.
anything on social media,
I
which, like,
know, man.
I love Ja, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, like
the last Bleacher Report. I'm trying to find a post around that time.
even
but
check.
no.
Even check.
retired.
Yeah, just like the slam. Yeah, nothing.
And then what about?
Just news. They posted Drake. That was.
Go
Yeah,
House
like-
of Highlights.
Yeah, I guess yeah, but
well, even still,
No.
I bet there's nothing on
no,
there.
nothing.
And
Drake's there again.
And check at the NBA Instagram.
NBA,
I think they
had to
did
have posted
probably
it. They
post
have
that.
to.
Yeah,
That
they
That was
did
a
probably.
legit poster on Jimmy Butler, man.
Dude,
That was a
legit,
poster.
legit. It came out of nowhere too, and he fucking slammed that shit right down.
Yeah, they
yeah.
posted
The
it.
NBA. I figured they would probably.
Jeez.
But still, though, like, come on,
Yeah.
like that was one of the best dunks I think we've seen
That
all
was
year from the
crazy.
Raptors.
Google
In the NBA, one of the best. I think it's one of the
Yeah.
dunk.
That's an
dunks of the
underrated
year.
poster, man. I don't.
Extremely
I
underrated
freaked the fuck
poster.
out when that
I did
happened.
too, bro.
Yeah.
Like he just went right to the basket, streamline, and boom.
When I first saw the meet, I thought like, oh, foul. Like Jimmy's trying to foul him. And then he just, I think that's what
Yeah,
Jimmy maybe was
yeah.
trying to do.
Yeah.
But he just
And
kept
he
going.
like climbed him. dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought, oh god, Anunoby, and then he went down. And I was like,
yeah.
Yeah, that was it was so unexpected. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
OG.
And then,
honestly,
no,
though,
then
like,
no reaction from OG. Just,
Yeah.
He's
fine,
like-
yeah, whatever.
What
just
time
a little,
is
just
it?
a little
Yeah.
walk back on
Ugh,
defense.
all right. Is the game
Yeah.
almost over?
Yeah.
I wish probably finish this game after.
Okay, this is one thing I wanted to
pulls out his cue card.
say. Yeah, I just had to get my cue card. So the Eric Reed, the announcer for the Heat,
Yeah.
says Nick Nurse and Eric Spoelstra are the best coaches in the NBA.
I
And-
agree with Eric.
Yeah, and
too.
but it was just only reason why I said this was because, okay, Eric Reed has been broadcasting for the Heat
Long
for a
time,
long
yeah.
time. Okay, like
Iconic voice.
he knows the league,
Yep.
he knows what's going on, he knows the players. Like he's a commentator that a lot of people know.
Yep.
You know, and to have him say on live television on air for when American people watch this broadcast, and he says that he believes that Nick Nurse might be one of the best coaches in the NBA right now is extremely favorable.
There's no
Like,
doubt. Like we can argue where Nick Nurse is. There's no doubt
Yeah.
he's like what top 7 coach. or
I'd
whatever.
say top 5.
top
to be
5
honest.
coach, right? I think
put
Spoelstra is
I'd-
definitely the best
I'd
coach
say
in the NBA.
Spoelstra, Nurse,
Ty Lue.
Monty Williams. I'd still say Steve Kerr's up there.
But yeah, okay, fine. As an
I
NBA
think
coach,
I think his rotations and his adjustments
okay,
are
sure.
really good.
I think his
Quinn Snyder's in there.
But Tyronn Lue, I think, has to be like.
Yeah, Tyronn Lue. I put Nurse over Kerr and Lue.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot of good coaches, but that's Nick. Like it's Nick Nurse is kind of like a mad scientist. Like we'll criticize him all.
Yeah.
And like you can like see it in his hair sometimes.
Yeah,
too.
and he's so emotional too, right?
He's
Like
like Tom
Yeah.
Fisherman's
I
friends.
saw Precious.
Actually, looking at him, he's like
Precious had like a
he's
putback, and he got super hype after timeout.
Yeah, dude.
and, like, so yeah, shout
But
out.
I think that's
I
probably
do
why
love
they,
Nurse, though.
they like Nick Nurse, and he's such a he was on Murdoch Mysteries, like such a Canadian
so
TV show,
weird,
like
man.
like
I didn't know the TV show still existed. Until
I
Nick
me
Nurse was on
neither,
it.
me neither. I
It's
feel
like
like I've been
good,
seeing the same TV shows since I was 8 years
Good,
old.
good
My
marketing
mom
tactic.
loves it.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
Well, and it definitely seems like something that people from Atlanta, Canada would watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
my mom watches all the time.
Yeah, it seems about right. But Nick is. It just was very complimentary to hear that from because these broadcasters and stuff. I mean, like they don't have to go out of their way to say that sort of stuff, especially on live American broadcast television. Like that is a huge compliment to the Raptors organization to compliment Nick Nurse in that kind of way. Especially because he's in terms of. His notoriety, it's probably fallen out quite a bit in American media since our 2019 championship. Like people probably even remember who Nick Nurse is. You know what I mean? So they might just think he's the coach that yells, right?
Yeah, and plays his
Fair
players
enough,
like
though
100
he is
minutes.
also, but yeah.
What's that?
I say to be fair though, he does yell a lot.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But that's what I'm saying is that like if you were ever asking an
yeah.
American NBA fan, that's probably
Yeah.
would say so Nick Nurse with. But
Like,
anyways,
oh, he got lucky with Kawhi.
yeah. So why don't we spend the next maybe?
Let's finish up this game. Really
Okay,
quick, because,
yeah.
There's that really clutch inbound play at the very end there. We're up 108, 106, 6 seconds left, and Miami's inbound defense is really good. We had to call a timeout the first time, and they almost got us to 5 seconds this time. But Scotty lobbed it to OG off the inbound to ice the game there.
I can't. OG, like I thought OG was gonna slam that, then he's gonna like place it, in. Put it in safely.
Yeah.
And
Put
some
it in
finals.
safely. It's like so gentle.
He just did that massive dunk, and this one it's like.
I was,
Yeah.
I was,
Okay.
I was,
Yeah.
I can't be too excited.
I was
like,
thinking, I was just,
I can't do too much. I'm way too.
Yeah.
I was thinking of something else. He said, "Put it in safely." Sam knows all.
Yeah. Sam is just like gonna steal my computer and just edit out everything from this podcast.
I'm the only like. Okay, can we praise Pascal some more? I gotta clip that. Put that at the top.
Final stats: Gary Trent Jr. 31 points, continues his streak.
Wow.
Pascal.
No, he had 33 this game, did he not?
No, 31.
33.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at Atlanta. Sorry, my bad.
30. Yeah.
33. Yeah.
Because he hit those 2 free throws, I think.
No, I
and
was
he had
looking.
31.
I was looking at the Atlanta one.
or something like that.
33. Fred 21
Almost
and
at 30.
6 assists. It's 33.
Yeah,
No.
it's 33.
I mean, I can't remember. I think he had 27. Then he hit a 3 to get 33, and then I threw 3 to get 30, and then I think he hit another 3 to get 33.
It's
But
fine. We
where was it at?
gotta finish this 4-6-30.
No, wait. Let me.
Pascal 16, 14 rebounds, 4 assists. All right. Let's
Great game. Super fun to watch. Glad we beat the Heat again.
Yep.
beat the Heat.